Hey guys, System here, and this is FTB Stoneblock 3. Hope you're all having a great day. I myself, well, I'm having a fantastic one, so let's kind of push forward and move back into the pack here, right? So, in between episodes, I did a few things. So the first thing I did, I guess, was down here. Went ahead and worked on a little room that we did the setup for the balloon automation. So it's just all cleaned up. It's looking rad. Use some of the train casings there. And then I also went ahead and use the, use Crate to automate casings as well. So this is my casing automation right here. And it works really well, actually. Let's go to casings here. Go ahead and grab, say, the coppers. Grab like 20 of them. Maybe 20 andesites as well. And then maybe a whole bunch of these because I use a lot of them. There you go. I'll just start automatically making casings really quickly. And it's a really easy automation here. I'll just kind of show you in the back there. So back here I have a compressed, refined EMC link. Moving the stripped oak in there, right? Oh, right there, stripped oak. Then on the bottom of this, I have the extract going into an ender chest, right? Just filtered the blacklist stripped out, so that handles that part. Then I just have a crafter up here, so I have a cable that I ran. That's going into a buffer chest, and then I just extract the items into the deployer. And with that, that's the full automation. Of course, I am using a rotational speed controller. I'm using a little boiler setup for the power, but everything else is pretty straightforward. It works really easy, really well, and you can see how fast it is, right? So not too bad. I think this only uses like 1,000 when it's fully sped up, like 1,000 stress units. Now I'm producing 2,000, so I have way more than I need either way. I need these blocks here. Go ahead and do that, and that. The other thing I did was, I guess I went ahead, worked up here a little bit, kind of broke some stuff up here too. I was testing this guitar, so I made this here as well. Red matter pickaxe, that makes it so I can actually break pedestals down. Actually, you just need the dark matter pickaxe, but I went ahead and put it up to the red matter pickaxe. This is just a really fast pickaxe too, right? So right now it's fully charged, right? So it's got the full charge bar. It's instant break. It just instantly breaks blocks, which is pretty rad there. But if you hit your charge key, whatever you have it set to, and then shift, you can actually uncharge that, right? And then you just break a lot slower. So you can actually kind of control that speed, right? Where you can't control it when it's at full break. I'll probably leave it on this speed for the most part, but I will be using this tool probably quite a bit moving forward. Also, what was here? I'm just going to put that there for right now. Anyway, let's head down here for a second. I did go ahead and work on a mob farm a little bit too. So I made it a little bigger, right? So there's more spawn pads. Added a couple more rotten eggs in there. So not too bad. Notice here I kind of broke things by mistake, but I'll fix that. The other thing I wanted to show you here though. Oh, one was the mega torches, right? So I put mega torches all around my base. I have some here. I think I have another one there. A couple more places as well. They make it so the slimes won't spawn anymore, right? But it doesn't affect the mob farm at all. So I assumed that was going to affect the mob farm, but it has zero effect on the mob farm at all. Also, upgraded our vector plates to the second level because they were a little slow. They were just moving the mobs really slowly. These ones are fast enough. If you go up to the next level above this, right? There's like 4 levels of vector plates. Then you get to the 3rd level one. Sometimes the mobs move so fast that they get like trapped on them. They just go back and forth nonstop. So usually I stop at these ones here. But the main thing I wanted to show you here was the guitar, I guess. So the guitar is really cool. Really cool little tool here. Kind of go to the recipe on it. Takes the shears, the axe, the sword, and the hoe, right? So one of the things this thing is the AoE killer, right? It says an AoE weapon. It has 24 attack damage. Right now it's in slay all mode. If you go to the change mode button and hit that, you can switch it to slay hostile or slay all, right? So that'll kill passives. This one will just kill hostiles. If I do that, then I hit I think it's the extra function key for the mod, right? There you go. Notice it makes that sound there. Actually kills the mobs pretty much instantly because it's hitting them for 24 damage. Actually, I don't know if that's an insta kill or not. It might be even more than 24 damage, but it's an AoE attack, right? So if you're going through the dungeons and stuff, you just kind of hit that button. It uses some ENC every time you do it, but it'll just wreck things, right? It just wrecks face. The other thing this thing could do is AoE farm wood. It can AoE shear, and it can AoE farm crops, right? So it does all that stuff in the one tool, depending on what charge it is the effect it'll have. And yeah, if I just go here, go to this here, it's going to break this too, but let's go ahead and do that. Here you go. Oh, it didn't break it this time. But you can see there it just got all the wood from here, here, and here. So it's just a AoE farmer, man. Pretty cool little tool. And I'll be using a lot moving forward. Anyway, let's go ahead and try to get this wood back here. And maybe kind of look at what we're going to get into today, right? So we need to get into singularities. There's a bunch we need to get into. There's a couple I picked out for today because these are going to be the ones that kind of take a lot of time, right? One I want to do for sure is wall singularities. And I probably want to do this emerald cluster singularity as well. This one's going to be, this one's kind of a monster. I'll kind of show you. It won't take long to do it, but I want to get out of the way because it's laggy. And then it'll just get done and be a thing, right? I think we need like 3.3 million of these things. So probably go ahead and work on that. This one here is just going to be slow, so I want to get it started early. So maybe go ahead and grab up everything, and we'll go ahead and do some automations here. So the first thing I want to go ahead and do is make us a dimension card here. So let's go ahead and grab that. I think, what's it called there? Yeah, dimension card. We'll go ahead and make that there. With that, we'll be able to use our wireless crafting and the compact machine dimension, and then we need to go ahead and make the actual compact machines themselves. So see how that kind of works out there. So we need the infinity boosters first, then we should be able to grab our dimension card. I believe this uses 8,000 RF to use too, so this is pretty expensive, right? So right now we're at 5. If I go ahead and head down here and pop this into here and go check our power usage, we're probably up to 8 now, which doesn't matter too much, right? But it does take a considerable amount of power, right? Yeah, we're at 13,161, so it takes a lot of power, just something to be aware of there. Outside of that, the next thing I think we need to go ahead and do is get everything we need for the automation of the singularity. So we're going to do this one first, the emerald cluster singularity. So I just want to grab everything, right? So we need a builder. Then we need a shape card. So we need, which one is it? This one here, the shape card. Go ahead and grab you. Then we need to turn that one into a quarry card. So let's grab that. And then we need to turn that one into the silk quarry. We don't need fortune. We just need silk. Let's go ahead and grab that there. So we need that there. Then outside of that, what else do we need? That'll handle that. That'll handle that. Oh, we need a bunch of these budding emeralds. This is going to be how we actually get our clusters, right? Let's just grab 2 stacks for all that matters. Probably won't use that, but either way. We'll need some pedestals as well, so make sure we have them. Then I'll just go ahead and automate a bunch more watches as well, so we have them on hand. I can grab them anytime we want. And that should handle everything for that. Then we also need to go ahead and automate, I guess not automate, but make all the compact machine walls to actually make our compact machine. So to make the compact machines, you need to use these miniaturization crafting. So you have to make these field projectors here. Then you have to make these walls first, right? So you got to take iron, redstone, has a little like a 3x3 field. You throw in a ender pearl when you have it kind of built inside of the field, and it'll make the walls, right? So that's what we're going to do first. We got these for free, actually, from one of our rewards. I think it was just the regular loot chest, right? So they must be pretty common. But anyway, got that there. Then we need some placement blocks and stuff, too. We'll just use iron. We have to use that anyway, so grab that. I'm going to make enough of these walls to actually get 2 of these compact machines so we can do both of our automations, right? Anyway, I need to remember how far apart they have to be, though. We'll just do it like right here. I guess to start. I think it's 5 for some reason. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it might be that there. That might be it. We'll see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then there's a bigger version of this field too. There's a 5x5 one that we'll have to do to build the actual the full compact machine itself. But anyway, let's go ahead and pop you down. And we have this right. When we get the 4th one down, it should automatically put a field, kind of like project a field in the world. There you go. We got it there. That is good. And now that we have that, we should be able to just build our little structures, right? So this, that, and then ender pearl. Let's go ahead and see if we can find some. That looks good there. Then we just throw that in the field. And, oh, that's a redstone system. Just throw that in the field. And for some reason, it's not animating. Don't know why. But in a couple seconds here, we should see some compact machines just drop, right? Which is fine. I need to do this a bunch of time, though. I think we need close to 200 to be able to do the 2 compact machines we need to do. Then we need to do the, I guess, the bigger version of the field. Pretty sure now in the current version, you cannot do the compact machine walls in the bigger field. So that's why I'm doing it in the smaller field here. Because I know a lot of people are going to say, I'll just do it in the 5x5 field. I'll show you after we have it built. But I'm pretty sure we can't do that anymore. I don't think that's a thing. While I'm waiting on these machine walls, let's go ahead and do this at the same time, right? Let's go ahead and pop this here. This is a machine infuser. We can actually use this to upgrade the builder, right? So we'll get that done. Just want to get another one of these going, right? I'm trying to multitask here, right? Be productive. Throw you in there. But what we can do is go ahead and grab some shards here. Go ahead, these ones here, dimensional shards, since we have them kind of like infinite amounts, right? Put those in here with this. It'll kind of slowly pump them in there. And when this gets to 100%, this machine will be more efficient, right? So infusion bonus, reduce power consumption, and increase speed. It'll just make the builder better, basically. So I'm just going to go ahead and get that done kind of at the same time. So when we go to use it, it'll be all upgraded and good to go, right? So just thought I'd show that real quick. So I think I just found a little trick here. Don't mind the, whatchamall the farmland. I right-clicked the grass with the guitar, and it hoed all the dirt. But anyway, I didn't mean to do that. But notice there's a second field here, right? So you go back 1, or I guess 2, right? So 2 blocks, go 2 high, then put down another set of projectors. It'll actually overlap the projections, and then it looks like we got both. I haven't tested yet, but I want to see if I go to the center one, if we can actually do our machine walls here, right? So let's do that. This here, and if I get a pearl in there, it still works. I want to see if it works in the outside one, because I'm pretty sure it wasn't in my test world, right? So I did a test world of this, and the 5x5 was not working on the compact machine walls. Okay, if I go to the outside one and do this, because this is the 5x5, right? No, it still works. Now I'm kind of curious. I'm almost positive this one was not working on the actual machine wall. So let's try this here. Let's get rid of these for a sec. Let's get rid of you, because they look like they're still working and they shouldn't be. Let's get you out of there. This mod seems a little glitchy right now. But anyway, if I try this now, right, in the 5x5 and do that and throw that in there, no, it is working. It's making a liar of me. Total liar of me. So the 5x5 does work. I don't need the 3x3 at all. I guess we'll need it for the automation we're going to be doing later. But for this right now, we did not need that. I did that for nothing. And wait, I guess we live, we learn. We got a whole bunch of these now. We should be able to go ahead and actually build the next part of this, right? So let's get you this here. There you go. At least we know for sure either way. So we need to build the 5x5, right? So let's get that done. Should be pretty simple. I should have a wand in here too. Wand? Why don't I have like diamond wands? I have EMC, right? Let's go ahead and grab this here. There you go. Then we're just going to bring this across. That looks good. Then we need to build a little kind of circle around it. In the dead center, we need to put a netherite block. So that's going to be what's going on there. So I guess we go up 3 more. Then I guess we want that net. Then grab ourselves the actual netherite. This right here should be fine. Fantastic. Probably want to speed this up for the netherite too, because it's super slow. Anyway, there you go. And then that should be good, right? So we should just have to... Oh, wait a sec. Oh, is that the right height? Oh, I'm going one too high. Almost went too high there. Go ahead and do that. Then I guess we just bring these across. And that should be the structure we need for the compact machine. Although I have this at the wrong height. Do that. Go ahead, try that again. Fantastic. And now we should be good, right? So let's do that. And hopefully have a ender pearl. Let's go ahead and grab... Oh, we have one right there. That looks good. Should be able to just chuck that. Oh, it's actually animating this time now too. So this is what it should look like. You should actually see the full animation. And this is what it generally looks like. But we weren't seeing it with the compact machine walls. But now we are seeing it with these ones, which is fantastic. So let me go ahead and get one more of these built. And then we'll go ahead and actually jump inside one and start some, I guess, some automations here. So a little disclaimer before we do this automation here. So the automation we're about to do is going to be a lag machine, right? So you may want to do it a little smaller than I do. But I'm going to go big with this one because I wanted to get to the 3.3 million that we need as quickly as possible, so I don't have to kind of wait around for it. I can just turn this thing off, right? So I just want to be able to turn off this automation as quickly as possible, because this one's going to be more laggy than probably anything else that we have to set up the pack, right? So I just want to get done quick, so that's definitely a thing. What else do we need here? We need the it's the shrinking device, right? Shrinking, yeah, this one right here. Let's go ahead and go to IBO. This will just make it so we go inside the compact machine, so that's what that's for. I just realized too, this is the wrong one. Notice that little brown part there? That's dirt. That means it's going to replace with dirt. I want the clearing quarry. This one here. Shape card, clearing quarry, silk. There you go. That is good. And I guess we need a filter as well. So let's go ahead and grab a filter here. This one right here. There you go. This is the one from RF Tools. And that should be effectively everything you need. So let's go ahead and pop that down. Then we'll just go ahead and right click this on that, which is fantastic, right? We'll want to, I guess, first off, when we come in here, come to an area where we know we won't be building. And just shift and right click. That'll set the spawn point. So when you come inside the compact machine, you go here. You don't end up spawning inside of something you build, like a solid block, right? And taking damage for no reason. So that is good there. And we're in our dimension now, right? So that is cool. First thing we probably want to do is go to here, go to claim chunks. Probably claim that. Then we want to force load it. So that'll handle that. Should stay loaded. Then we want to go ahead and throw down our builder, right? So let's find the center of the room here. That is not too bad. Sweet. Then we're going to set up some pillars of these budding emeralds, right? So these will grow in a kind of a weird shape, right? So I'll need like 2 spaces, then 2 spaces, and 2 spaces. Then I'll probably just take these all the way up to the roof, because why not? There you go. Because I'm just going to kind of mine these in a giant pillar, right? I'll probably just do 4 pillars of them, and that'll probably handle that, right? There you go. And they'll just get a whole bunch of the budding crystals all around them, especially once we accelerate these. So I think we'll only need like 2 of the stopwatches to be able to accelerate this up to pretty much max speed. I think one of them will actually pretty much do max speed for all we need, right? So that'd be kind of the configuration there. Then we'll end up with a block here and a block here. These ones are just the set offsets for us. We can see here they're already starting to grow these small buds, right? You need to get these down as well. So let's find a spot for them. So it should be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's go like right here. There you go. Then we'll grab ourselves a thingamabob. There you go. That'll handle that one. And probably put a few more blocks up. Maybe over here somewhere. There you go. That should be good enough for our stopwatches. Go ahead, head inside our system. I should have some watches in here, right? I made a whole bunch of them. No point charging these two before you put them on pedestals. Yeah, it doesn't make any difference. So I guess that's the thing as well. Go ahead and get rid of you. Get rid of that. And that should handle that. I'll go ahead and turn one on right now. There you go. You'll see just how fast they grow, right? So it's pretty insane. Then we go ahead and use this. This has silk touch on it. I go ahead and grab this cluster. We should have got that, hopefully. Oh, I was supposed to get a cluster there. There it is. Fantastic. And then with that, we go ahead and grab the filter. Go ahead, I think it's, no, it's right click, isn't it? Yeah, you just right click. Then I'll automatically put in the filter there because we'll need that. Then we need to set our shape card, right? So to do that, we go ahead and shift and right click on the filter. And that's why I put down these blocks, just so I can set the offsets for this. So I'll tell it exactly where it's going to actually, I guess, try to get mine, right? So we're going to right click on one corner, then right click, hopefully on this other corner, if I actually target the right block. Now it looks good there. Go ahead and get rid of that. We don't need that anymore. I think when you break these normally too, they just like without silk touch, they just drop emeralds, right? So I just got 8 right there, right? And wait, now that we have the card and the offset set, go ahead and put it in here, hit the little preview, and we'll see the shape that it's going to mine, right? So it's going to try to mine everything there. Right now, I'll actually grab the actual blocks that are growing though, right? That's why we had to set that filter. So let's go ahead and turn that off, put a filter in, and this should be effectively ready to go, actually. This one might not be low enough. I may have to put that one lower. Yeah, it's not quite low. I mean, it doesn't matter that much. I'll leave it like that for right now. I may go ahead and lower that later on. Anyway, let's go ahead and grab our ender chest. Go ahead and pop that on top here. Then this is effectively done. We will need to accelerate this. And then we'll have to power this as well. And then I guess we'll need a timer. Let's go ahead and hunt down a timer here. Here you go. One of these. What do I need here? I need a clock. And we also need a machine base. And then we got ourselves a timer. This will be how we kind of have it loop and keep doing the same thing over and over. But this should work here in a second. Is that actually grabbing stuff already? It is. I already muted the sounds, I think. So I went into here. I knew it was going to be really loud, right? So I came in here to hunt down anything that said amethyst. Made sure it was going to not make the loud sound, right? But you can see how fast it's coming. But the second I put the watch on, it's going to go insane. So let's go ahead and grab a watch here. Do this right here. Pop that there and just hit that. And that should be full pretty quick. Actually, the time is too high. Let's go ahead and set that to like 5. There you go. There you go. No problem. So the next thing we need to do, I guess, is get that into the system very quickly. And the only way I can think of doing that is with a whole bunch of importers. We're out of chest at this point. Later on, we can use something like laser IO. But for right now, this should work just fine. What we'll do is we'll need 6 of these, right? So let's go ahead and grab them. Then we're going to need a bunch of, they're called stack upgrades. So we'll need another 5 of them. You go. And once those are done, I go ahead and make all the speed upgrades too, but they have to be done first. So yeah, let's go ahead and do the importing. But this is basically the automation. I'll show you once it's fully running here, just how fast it is. So the way I'm going to get this kind of all imported in the system here is going to be a little jank, but not that big a deal. Need to mine a little space here just so we can kind of function. Clean that up in a bit. But basically, we're just going to take a ender chest, cover all the sides with a whole bunch of these importers here, right? So kind of like that there, and then kind of just link them up. So one here, one here. I guess I would need one up here, and then one over there. Then we'll just go ahead and operate them all, right? So we'll end up with, let's spread those out, actually. Let's do that, then this, then pull you out. And then we're going to have to do that for all these, but once these are done, this should hopefully be able to keep up. Now, I knew this thing was going to be a beast, right? So, yeah, you could add even more, I guess, of the buddings in there with the acceleration. But like I said, this is going to be a lag machine as it is. I didn't want to go insane. This is already pretty insane, actually. Let's go ahead and do that. Then do the top one as well. So do that and that. That should handle all our acceleration. I'll come back down here, clean up a little bit. Just want to see if it's actually going to work here and keep up here. Go ahead and jump back into our compact machine and properly turn this thing on. I guess it's already properly turned on now that I think of it, right? So yeah, look at it. It's like a strobe light. Like a neon green strobe light here. And it's going in super fast. There you go. So that's going to be my, I guess, crystal automation. Although I do want to go ahead and probably move this one down one. That's going to kind of annoy me. It's going too slow. Shouldn't be too big a deal to move that. Actually, I'll probably just put down 2. 2 should be fine, right? Where are we at? It'd be 1, 2, 3, 4. I could go down one more. Yeah, this height should be fine right here. So we'll put one right here, turn that one on, and then just break these ones. Then we'll go ahead and see what our numbers are going up, but I'm going to guess that they're flying up insanely fast, right? So like I said, this is a lag machine, and that's why it's in a compact machine. And it's doing the thing, right? And you could definitely go bigger than this too, but I just didn't see any need. It will get to 3.3 million very quickly, I think. So it's already in that just couple minutes, right? Just a couple minutes, we're already at 50K. So I'll probably be able to turn this off in like an hour, maybe an hour and a half tops, right? And then we'll be at our 3.3 million. I'll never have to look at these things again. So that is the cluster automation right there. So I got us inside the compact machine here, and we should be pretty much ready to go, right? So my plan in the end is to have 3 of these setups stacked on top of each other. But I'm going to set up the first one with you. Then I'll go ahead and do the other 2 because they'll literally just be stacked on top of each other, right? So I'm just going to mirror it and use all the same cabling, right? So what we need to automate here, let's look at what we need to automate. So we need to make these here, these compact machine walls, right? So this is the shape we have to automate. We basically have to automatically place the block of iron, then put a redstone dust on top of it. Once that's done, we need to trigger the dropping of an ender pearl. And if we do that, we get our compact machine walls, which we'll have to, I guess, just pick up with probably advanced item collector as a plan. So that's what we need to do, right? And the way I want to do that is these here, I'm going to use some block placers. These are the ones from Industrial Foregoing. I think if we just put them down like that, and hopefully that there you go. That should be able to place the blocks automatically. That is kind of the hope here. Then we'll go ahead and grab you, I guess, and but like you. I don't think it matters if there's anything inside in front of these actual field projectors either. I'm going to go ahead and pre-buffer these too with some items. So let's do that. And this one will be full of redstone. So do that there. I'm going to need a bunch more gates too. So let's go ahead and grab a bunch of gates here. Oh, we might have enough for right now. Actually, 6 is more than enough. There you go. Have to power these. So if I power this one now, it should every once in a while place a block of iron. I think every time that bar goes down, right? So that's good there. And this one here should do the same thing with the redstone. But we'll have to set the items to automatically, I guess, get filled in there too, right? So do that. Then I guess we'll need some kind of wrench. We have crescent. Actually, we have the pipe wrench, which is even better. We see there the block of redstone is on it. Not the block, but the piece of redstone. Then we'll have to tell it what to send out to. Oops, that was completely wrong. Put you in there. Put you in there. There you go. And that should, as long as these are constantly filling, never have to worry about getting filled up with anything else. So I shouldn't have to do any filtering here, which is kind of the idea. They'll never go that fast. This process cannot be tick accelerated, right? It's one of the reasons I wanted to start this one early too, because we need like 210,000 of these things, right? Now for the next part, we're going to have to trigger the dropping of a ender pearl, right? And the way I plan on doing that is with a RF tool sensor. I just need to remember where it goes. Is it 3-way or 4-way? Anyway, we'll go ahead and put it down to try that out either way. So this is pretty easy to make. It's RF tool sensor, right? And basically it'll emit a redstone signal when it sees something, right? So I think it needs to be rotated the other way around. So let's go ahead and grab you real quick. Spin you like that there. Then we need to tell it what to look for, right? So we already have some redstone on us. Let's go to here. We need to set the 3, I think. Then we do that and see if that worked or not. Actually, I can't tell. Actually, what am I doing? That's completely wrong. Go ahead and do this. It is 3-way. So we do this. We do this here, and that's going to go into one of these here, redstone link. I completely forgot. We're not powering that at all. That makes no sense. Go ahead and do that there. Then with that, we'll have the actual sensor, right? Where's the sensor? Right here. There you go. Could put that there. Didn't go the correct way again. Oh, there you go. It's getting a redstone signal because it sees something, right? But we want to tell it exactly what to see. Oh, it's actually still set the redstone dust. So it's actually working. Seeing the redstone dust and emitting a signal, at which point we could trigger a drop of an item, which is kind of the idea here. And I guess we'll have to set a channel of this as well. Each one of these will have to have their own channel, I guess. So we'll set this one to iron. And then I guess we'll just come up here real quick and set up our dropper. I'm using these droppers specifically too. The ones from, what is this? This is the Engineer's Decor. Because they're very accurate. They'll always drop things to the exact spot. Because I'm going to be dropping them on top of the dropper above the next setup, right? So when I do the next setup up here, it's going to be dropping the ender pearl right on this block. I need it very accurate. I know these ones are really accurate, right? So that's why I'm using them. Because otherwise I'd just use a vanilla or something, but they have that randomness. So that's good there. And effectively, right now, if I put an ender pearl here, let's try it. There you go. It should automatically drop, right? Oh, I didn't know it's not going to system because you need to do this. So go ahead and do that. Set the channel and then set that to receiver, right? There you go. There you go. It dropped the ender pearl and that should effectively automate that now. So if I go ahead, let's do this. Let's go ahead and grab some cable. Bring this across, right? Oh, let's actually fill this up with ender pearls first, because otherwise that's going to be a problem. Yep. Let's do that right there. That looks good. Sweet. And then I guess we'll have to make sure we have an ender pearl and here as well. Then go ahead and bring that across. Then I might as well go ahead and speed these up as well. That's completely wrong. I want to speed this up. I didn't do the right thing. Netherite. Also, you guys keep telling me too, like the pipes, right? The pipes upgrades. I know you can shift and click those on them. Like, I've known that forever, but I always forget. Anyway, let's go ahead and do it this time. There's our compact machine walls. And you can see there it's already automated. It's actually doing the thing. So that's going to be effectively our automation there. It's pretty simple, actually. It's not that bad at all. But yeah, that is going to be what it is. I think we could actually do this too. So go ahead and grab you. And grab this right here. Nope, not that. That's going to mess up everything. Yep. Go ahead and get that on top. Then we need a ender pearl. So let's actually grab one. Go to here, set the blacklist. I do not want it picking up ender pearls. That should. Oh, I just messed that up. I just filled up our inventory with a whole bunch of redstone. Wait a sec. Where's that redstone coming from? I have a problem. Oh, there's a connected pipe. Let's get this not connected. That is kind of important, right? There we go. That'll sort that out. At least the redstone will end up back in the system here. There you go. And that should automatically pick up the compact machine walls as well. Why is it not going now? Oops, I just spun things. Do this here. I can go ahead and grab some upgrades. Maybe it'd speed up these block placers as well. But once it kind of gets going in a cycle, I don't think of an issue. I just want to make sure it's automatically picking everything up. And like I said, I'll be able to put another one here, another one here. There's a item you can make from the mod itself too. So compact machines to help you automate this as well, right? Is that actually working? Yeah, it is. This here, it's called the field proxy. No, it's not that one. This one here, the field proxy match. So this one here, if I put that on top of here, every time it saw a valid structure, so once it saw the iron and the redstone on top, it would automatically emit a redstone signal and fire the dropper. And that would work too. It's just the fact that I'm in this compact machine, I'm in a real tight space. And if I do that, I have 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks here to kind of get this automated. But if I do it with that, it's going to be 5. I'm going to run out of space. I'll only be able to fit 2 of them in here. So the only reason I'm using these redstone links as opposed to these field proxy matches is space. That's the only reason. Just let me do it one space smaller. In fact, I'll probably move that actually probably over here. Actually, it would make more sense just so it's not interfering. You can't touch a cable or anything. I think we could also do this too, right? So you do that and show the range here. We just set it to do the entire thing, right? So I'll be able to pull the items for all 3 of them. I won't actually have to move that at all. So that's effectively done. I just need to go ahead and set up the other 2. I think these are just about all set up here. So I'll go ahead and do that. And then go ahead and shift click on this one. There you go. It's going to start making that one. It's making that one. And it should be making the bottom one at the same time. And I think all 3 of these are automated now, which is really rad. Already got them going into a drawer wall too. I guess into the drawer wall, I should say, which is working out pretty well. This single collector, I guess, is collecting everything as well, right? So it does the entire space. We don't have to worry about it all. So that is fantastic right there. And that is really cool as well. And they're just stacked, right? So I just used the one EMC link to fuel everything. I had to pre-buffer all their inventories, so I was going to end up with a mess. So you do want to make sure they're all pre-buffered there. Well, actually, why did I not connect that one? That's a good thing I didn't connect that one because I would have totally derped that one. Let's go ahead and get it hooked up there now. There you go. Do that. Because if it ends up with anything in there, it'll probably end up messing up. So I don't want to have that. And that one should be good there. Just double check everything really quickly to make sure everything is working. Also, I don't know what. There's like a clicking going on. I think it's the block placers trying to place during a recipe. Like while it's actually like making the item. And it won't let it. So I think that is the sound that I'm hearing. But at the same time, I don't think it matters at all. It doesn't seem to actually hurt anything. I'll just let it make the sound. I won't be in here very much anyway. So yeah, I think that's it. I think that's 3 of these stacked, which is pretty awesome. It's just making them all, right? I don't know if speeding these up really matter. Maybe speeding up the redstone one, because the redstone one can only place if we... Yeah, I'll probably speed up the redstone one. Let's go to add-ons here. Do I have any of those? I do. Which ones are these? These are speeds, or these are efficiencies. I don't even know if these can take these, so let's just go ahead and make 6 of those as well. But probably just the redstone ones, because might as well have those ones being placed as fast as possible. Yeah, that way it's only waiting on the iron block, right? Yeah, that should work out pretty well, actually. Sweet. So I think that is pretty much the automation. Works out pretty well. One thing to note too, notice that every one of these is on a different channel. So that's like iron top, iron top. This one's iron bottom, iron bottom. This one's redstone and redstone right on top. So you don't want them on the same channel. It's basically what I'm saying, right? Because otherwise it's not going to work properly. You want to have each one kind of firing kind of separately. Make sure this here too, the sensor is actually 3 blocks away too. So with the area 3 in the block, and it should work just fine. So working just perfectly. I'm actually quite happy with this. It turned out quite well. We won't get these super fast, right? So I didn't need this one super fast. This one's kind of like our hemp, right? I knew it's going to take a long time, but we do already have 1,000. But like I said, we need 400. Is it 400 or 210? I think it's 210. So I think I'm going to go ahead and actually wrap this one up here. So as always, you guys like this video, please hit that like button. Really liked it. Hit that subscribe button. It is always appreciated. Well, you guys all have a good one. See you guys in the next video. Later.